Hey YouTube, Jaffer here with another deck. This is Mono Black Midrange. So with the new cards from the new set Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, I figured I might as well revisit it. It's kind of similar to Orzhov, but we'll go into the deck in a moment. If you haven't yet, please feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, comment below what you'd like to see in future videos, and check out my Twitch streams. I stream 5 days a week, Thursday nights through Monday night, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So feel free to do that. And we're gonna go hop into the deck list. Okay, so going into the main board of the deck list, it is kind of similar to what you've probably seen before we got the newer set, but we have some new cards in here. So new cards that we have in here right away is the Mukotai Soul Ripper, just 2 mana vehicle. It's a 4/3 and a crew for 2. It's pretty good. I like it a lot. And now we also do have the Takenuma Abandoned Mire, and that's just another neat land that helps us like get a creature from our graveyard, and also the Biting Palm Ninja, just a way to disrupt the hand game 1 if we need to. But going into the other cards, we do have like some kill spells. Like our base kill spells are gonna be Bloodchief's Thirst, Eaten Alive to exile things, and we have some Infernal Grasp and a single tin Hagar Mauling. So that's our removal package from the main board. Also 2 Miuk Massacres. Now our creature base, we do have Valentine, Dean of the Vein. We're never casting Lisette. We're only caring about Valentine. Valentine is there for like exiling creatures whenever we kill them, or like against, like for example the Orzhov deck, when their creatures die, go to exile. That's better for us. So I figured might as well try as a singleton. I like it a lot. And the card is a cool card. Shambling Ghast, Eye Twitch, kind of just your general package of 1-drop of creatures. And then we have our 2 Jadar, Ghoul Caller, and Nephilia, which actually pairs really well with Mukotai Soul Ripper, because we can use the Zombie Decay token to crew the Soul Ripper and then sacrifice it to the Soul Ripper as well, to keep growing it. And then we have our Tainted Adversary to help just have a good Death Touch blocker, or get a bunch of tokens to crew and sacrifice to the Soul Ripper. And we have some Fell Stingers. Just got 3 Fell Stingers because we also have 4 Deadly Dispute. It's just draw cards for this, and if needed, a burn spell to finish our opponent off if they're at 2 or 1, just to help out with that. And we also do have Henrika Domnathi. It's just a good card that can turn into a better vampire as well on the other side. So it's flying at the beginning of your combat, your turn, you choose one of the modes that hasn't been chosen. So like each player sacrifices a creature, you draw a card, you lose 1 life. Transform Henrika. When you transform, flying, Death Touch, lifelink 3/4, and you can pay 1 black for each creature you control flying with flying, Death Touch, and or lifelink gets +1/+0. So you can help make things get bigger. So that's it, pretty much it for the main board. Now for the sideboard, we do have a learn package because of our Eye Twitches. So we do have some 1 Environmental Sciences, a Pest Summoning, Necrotic Fumes, Mask Exhibition, and Confront the Past. Some other things we do have in the sideboard, we got Feed Swarm, because there's a lot of enchantment type decks running around, so I figured you might as well have some type of enchantment hate, at least 1 spell. Some Go Blanks for hand disruption, Graveyard Trespasser to help with interacting in the graveyard by exiling some things, and it's a good creature for 3 mana with ward on it. Then we have an Inscription of Ruin, just another discard spell, and if we kick it, more modes. Path of Peril for another board wipe. For CMC 2 or less, unless we happen to have a treasure, we can then do the cleave side of it. Loth, Spider Queen, I'm playing in the sideboard instead of the main board for those grindy mid-range matches, and it's just a good planeswalker overall. I'm not playing in the main board because I wanted to be a little bit more aggressive in this build, with everything else going around. And then we have 1 last Miuk Massacre right here, just for another board wipe or a gain trade effect if we need it. But overall, I'm happy with how the deck is built so far. But yeah, we're gonna go hop in some games and check the matches out. We're gonna keep this hand. Go turn 1, turn 2, hopefully get to Deadly Dispute. I find it funny how my sleeves, they're green sleeves, and like You wanted the black, but you can't see spending $50 because the shaker's black. Yeah, I like that's why I went like I was like looking to find out which shaker was a bigger shaker, like the 16-ounce shakers, 16-ounce or whatever it is, and before I ordered, just so I wouldn't get a 25-ounce shaker, just so that way I wouldn't get a smaller shaker, because I did not want to get a smaller shaker with buying that sample package when I bought it again, because I've been using Rogue for a while, but I'm just finally on Rogue a bit now. Oh, hello, you're missing a land drop. Well, because of that, I'm going to exile that. Miss a land drop? Samson ult? Oh, they gotta land. I think the smaller ones are just many ounces. They're just short and squat and set. Longer janky. I would rather have the short, I mean the tall one. Oh, there's some missing land drops.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
Okay. Okay, so they're Orzhov. We're gonna bring Go Blink in. Inscription Ruin. I think we're gonna want our meat hooks and our Loth. And actually Trespasser as well. I don't think we're gonna want the Biting Palm Ninja. I think we could trim a Soul Ripper. Judar seems like it's not gonna be good. Actually, maybe we cut all the Soul Rippers here. Yeah, probably. So I feel like maybe we just cut these because they'll just go, they're gonna be gone. They're gonna be answered. And then we need one more card to cut. Around 23 lands. I'm gonna do that. Probably not a good idea, but we're gonna do it. Play Valentine, so I have to get rid of it right away. Sun goes down, the stars come out. You have Menace, right? You have Menace. I forgot Valentine has Menace. If they go meat hook for one, I'm gonna be sad. Spell on me, spell on me. No, we're in standard right now. Make you glad you came. How you doing, Sazi? I was playing a Sork earlier in the D-Gen Open. How did I do? I went 4-3. Not the greatest. I mean, it was good. It was alright, but didn't make it to like top 8 or anything. Now let's can see you and me. Yeah, I performed all right. Okay, Valentine was like shutting him down from getting anything. Win. This hand's okay. They're mauling. Shamling gas. Who's excited to try out the new midweek magic that's coming out? Not you? You have no idea what it is. It's they're trying to, it's like called flashback from the past or something like that. It's Ixalan and forward. You have the time for it? I'm gonna try it out actually on stream this week. I think it's this week. We have so many Felstingers. Whoa. Great treasure. Ah, I did forget to do this thing. Hey, Brucification, how you doing? After next weekend, you'll really start working on recipes to get your food truck started. Okay, that's awesome. I guess we play this and don't exert it or exploit it. Actually, no, let's do it. Don't want these $11 days anymore. Oh, I don't blame you. I've also been seeing quite a bit of crab decks in Standard lately. No, I haven't. You haven't played anything yet, so we're gonna take advantage of that. Sorry, chat, I'm just trying to do a quick thing. Sorry, I'm missing some messages. Okay. Don't know what the anyone else seen. Let's back to the standard now. Crabs spawn in the ocean. Ooh. Well, I have a tattoo of Italy in my forearm. It's not Italy, it's the UP. It's Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Am I close to the UP? Probably like 3 hours away, which is basically Canada. Oh, same thing, right? I grew up in the UP. You're about 3 hours from the UP. Sweet, 136 Mythic, awesome. Sazi, where are you playing her now? Oh, they're in Temur, okay. Sugar Island before she moved it. What? Came to express a win on Arena. You had 5. You made an opponent draw 120 cards. Why? That's a lot of cards. You're in Marty Vehicles? Okay. And Marty Vehicles is pretty good right now. $120 cards. It's your win con? Okay. So they had over 100 cards in their deck. That's silly. Phone's at 10 life. We're at 9. They have 4 okay. We love playing Prosperity Bloom and making someone draw their deck. Was good to play in Standard. There's a lot of good things to play in Standard at the moment. You missed a day of Battle of the Wit decks. I think I believe Saffron Olive still does Battle of Wit stuff. Always open ended.
Consider yourself fortunate,
Yeah.
You can deal with my servant.
Oh wait, did I have lethal? I did not have lethal. I was thinking I had lethal with this. So how are you making your opponent draw 120 cards? How is that happening? Miss legal? Wait, did I actually miss it? Into the abyss? That's my guess. Okay. Opponent concedes. Okay, we're gonna go into game 2 against Temur. I think we bring Path Apparel in. Mihawk Massacre. What is that card? Induce Amnesia. Card. 2 and a blue, enchant whenever it enters the battlefield, target player exiles all cards from his or her hand face down, then draws that many. Folio, fancy, just needs a combo. Oh, okay. Soul Ripper, I don't know how well I'm going to feel about that here. Jadar is not going to be good either. We'll try that out. That hand's terrible. That hand's better, but it's not good. Maybe I should actually put the took the Valentine out. Hey, Kuro, how you doing? Flame Blast Bolt. Do the chef dance for you? What? All I can picture is my name is Jeff when you say that. Oh, this opponent's stuck in one land as well. That's all I can picture is the meme. My name is Jeff. I think what we're gonna do here is play Fell Sinner. We're gonna exploit the eye twitch, and we're gonna crew the Soul Ripper, not sacrificing anything. Double eaten alive. Can we get your mustache grow longer so you can curl it up like your boy? Yeah, sure, you know. Grab pest summoning. Crew here. Attack, and we're gonna submit 0. All right, they're down to that. I don't want to lose my Fell Sinner, but we might have to. Depends what they do. Like, we need to get rid of that Sentinel. I probably should have done that instead. Magda. Oh, we might just go Miak for 2 now. Depends what they do. Yeah, Kura. Are you Jeff Bezos and bigger? What? Asking for what? What? Reckless Stormseeker. What do you mean by in bigger? Is that a show? Or up to 16. Opponent has 4 mana available. They play a snow cover 4. Mountain words are hard. Well, we can just do that. I'm gonna hang on to the land to use it to channel it. I don't want to deadly dispute this thing. That was a little bit of a mistake. Maybe. Maybe. Urgency. Do 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 do. Find out what opponent's gonna do here. I feel like we're in a good position in the game. What do we think, chat? What do you think about the deck so far? Like, I know to myself. Looks good. It's very black. I think it needs more color. Oh my god. It's performing all right. I think opponent's salt roping. Like, I really don't want to deadly dispute this Soul Ripper. It's black like my soul. No, it's black like my soul. Does anybody know who's going to the finals in the DGen Open? I saw on Discord they're going to the semifinals. Oh, Riley, James was on your deck today. Oh, that was a little too late. Shoot. I needed to hold priority. Which I punted that. So you made changes. Have open deck list? Yeah. I punted that. I was supposed to hold priority before I went to cast it. I was gonna hold priority, crew the Soul Ripper, then sacrifice it. That's a miss 5 damage. Five damage is big too. Phone it. I'm not sure where James ended. I know he was 3-2 last I saw. Distant daydream. Player Soul Ripper. Next turn, we play our Tainted Adversary. That's a very expressive iteration. I do like their sleeves, they're pretty cool. And the turn. Okay, attempt to cast this.
For the sake of all Innistrad, my will must. You fight for me now.
Decline sacrificing. Yep. Oh, yeah. Are they in Hinata? Fade and hope that. Okay. Goldspan Dragon. Yep. They have to be in Hinata if they have white. Cast Felsinger. We're gonna exploit on our adversary. And the turn. See what happens. Bum 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 bum. Oh boy. Are they gonna get extra turns? Are they playing Chris B's list? Three copies or 4 copies Unexpected Windfall. Okay. Three. That's just 3. Okay. What is opponent trying to do? Oh, there's an extra turn. Opponent's just like doing storm stuff here. Good game. How many what? Okay. Cool. All right. Cool. And that has vigilance? Okay. All right, so hand hate. One more card to cut here. What do we get rid of? Maybe we just get rid of Felstooner. Did anybody else in chat see that all happen? That was ridiculous. A little bit. They just went off and cast a bunch of spells targeting their own gold span, and then they cast Show of Confidence, making it a 14 power creature. What's everybody's favorite basic lands to use currently in Arena? I think mine will be the unstable islands. I mean, type. You're on the hinge right now? Okay. Using the vampire lands right now? Okay. Those are cool too. The Val lands. Theros. Poke. Not to leave me alone. Valorous Stance, okay. Well, we missed a land drop, so we're gonna go blink. I like the full art stuff we get on Arena. I hope they bring in the secret lair basics. Like, we got a sleeve of them already. Like, we do have a sleeve, but we don't have anything else really. Do this. We're down to 12 life. I need shirts made. I do have a logo. I need to get more hoodies too. Like, I need to get a more variety, because like I'm sure you're all like used to seeing me wear the same thing every day. But it's not the same thing every day. Actually, I always have a different shirt on underneath. But I have a logo that I'm getting made, worked on. Your spirit animal. So by proxy means Reggie is my Reggie spirit animal. Doo doo. Bum bum. Bum bum. Transform. So I'm actually in talks with an artist and getting a logo made. 6, 7, 8, 9. Star say that to sun do. To print you a Yashirino shirt. Which I have to actually talk to them. If I'm getting my name changed from Jaffer MTG to Jaffer, then I gotta Then I gotta update them. The idea I had, or a hoodie that is printed like a flannel. The idea I have, I'm gonna ship it back. For my logo that I told them is basically similar to my We Came as Romans logo, but the artists don't take. We're currently 2-0, but I feel like it's just our opponents are getting unlucky. So I don't know if it's like count as true stats yet. Bum 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 bum. That was like a couple days ago. How about something that matches your name, just not just Jaffer for the name? Do do oh no no do do. Do I care which one? Kind of. I was in numbers a couple days, like day before yesterday or something like that. I got down to like 800s and I got knocked out by not playing for a couple hours. So for like any merch ideas that I want to get done, it's just gonna be the logo kind of thing. You change your name from Jaffer to Jaffer, not hips. Riley's right. You're mind blown by this. All right, are we gonna die? Nope. Okay. Everybody.
Out of my way. I have a wedding.
Wanna be loved, I don't wanna do. Something's dying, two things are dying. Nope, okay. Hopefully there's not a Goldspan Dragon in hand. Probably is. I have looked into merch things of like thoughts on it and whatnot, and of like I did research, and it, from my understanding, for merch, you really don't, content creators really don't make much off of merch, unless if you're like have a big name. So like, I don't think I would make like really anything off of it. But like having something available out there would be kind of cool. Just some couple things. Jaffer dice and distribute local MTG stores. That'd be kind of cool, but don't know how well that would sell. Jeez, am I dead yet? Well, this is a cute combo. Down to 5. They're gonna use expressive iteration, and hopefully they only get lands. I hope they only get lands.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
Yeah, we're dead. We didn't have any way to do all that. I should actually minus made a creature. If I had a minus made a well, we got one blocker here. Depends what they drop, what they kept on top.
You can deal with my servant. I know.
Jeez. Okay. Goldspan Dragon.
for knowledge. A fair trade.
All right, that's 2 dragons. Transform. We're down to 4. And the turn. I'm gonna hang on to this just in case. Did we get it? Or did they get extra turns? Again! Oh my god! Opponent!
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
We still got it. We'll keep this. There could be a brew deck for commander. I'm not gonna make it on stream. Just to give you a heads up. EDH content doesn't do well in this channel. Have to use paper for the deck. No. I could have killed the hermit. Sure. I actually should have killed the hermit. So what's correct here? Are we gonna ninjutsu or are we gonna play Soul Ripper? I think we're in ninjutsu. Now we gotta hope we draw a land. Kaido.
No secret is safe for me. There's no
Eye twitch. Mares. Commanders, Akan, Eye of Chaos. I have no clue what those cards are. Monculus, 1/4 partner. Oh, is this the flip? Oh, it's a coin flip deck.
Now, what do we have here?
Maybe. Yeah. You ordered the secret lair? Awesome. Can't wait. Oh, you ordered the whole secret lair commander deck?
Consider yourself fortunate, Arthur. I I bring my own army.
There's with 100 cards.
I'm hungry.
Unique art. Yeah, that's really cool that they're all. What the heck? Just laughing at that. Reveal.
My ways, not for the weak.
What? No, I'm laughing at the one card Frosty brought up. I shouldn't have played the land. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't. Why does the bot say that? That's an actual card, I guess, from like a unset. Add 1.5 mana of any color. 1.5 mana. That's funny. Kaido. Cheaty face. Oh yeah, cheaty face. Like, I think I remember hearing stories like people playing commander games where they get away with just like getting a whole bunch of stuff on the field for free. Announcement. That is real, yep. I mean, like, as in, like, for fun kind of stuff. But... 4, 5... We're gonna peek at the top card. Reveal that. Play this. Play that. I'm gonna draw a card. We're gonna all attack. Sacrifice this. This should go in your spirit. That should be your spirit animal, or you go by Jaffer PF. What? Life Texas, but oh yeah. I'm really liking this Soul Ripper card. This is only game 1 still. Jeez. I'm just realizing that's still game 1. You're back to 10. Mono black when you're fit. Hey, Nimble.
Our eyes are everywhere.
Okay, we are going to... do this. Finally sold in Soul Ripper. It's a good card. I like it.
The fun just started.
End the turn. I might actually sacrifice the second Soul Ripper though. I think opponents on whose list is it? Yeah, we're gonna lose Soren here. Yeah, I think opponents on Zan Said's deck. This is a long grindy game 1.
Follow in darkness then.
You see why I was saying the deck's feel like if you love with it for of feel like I always want to. Yeah. Okay. I believe Zan got into top 8 at the Kroki's tournament as well. Opponent's just dead.
I'll be taking that now.
More than likely, unless they get removal. They're dead. Yeah, they gain a life, but they also get drained one, and yep. That was a super grindy game one. Jeez. Who did this cover? Our last night? I don't know if I want Loth in this match or not. What do we think, chat? I think we're probably cutting... Like, I want Buddy and Palm Ninja because it's hand disruption. I got 8 cards to cut. Guess we'll try that. I think after this match we might take it through the metagame challenge. That's a mulligan. I mean, we're on the draw. It's a risk, I'm gonna take it. It's a big risk. Is this risk gonna get paid off? How about Jaffer? Jafster MTG is a combination of Jaffer and Hipster? No. No, just no. It paid off. That's good, actually. No, I'm not gonna be Jafster. With your powers combined, you're Jafster MTG. I've been up, I've been down every day. I can just go Loth. Did we just go Loth here? Like, that just seems like a really good play. Hey, Cam Dark, how you doing? You're already Jaffer, whether you admit it or not. No, no. Mono Black Knight. Well, we're trying to. I was trying to brew something different, play something different for the metagame. So I made Mono Black mid-range, and we're gonna try in the metagame challenge after this match, probably.
You reek with subservience will be rewarded.
Currently, they don't blue. Go again, up and down every day. Oh, there goes Loth. Okay. Forgot it's already a metagame challenge. How many hours left to play the event? I think 16.
For loyalty.
Bad. I didn't get a clean 7 wins yet. I got 5 wins, my best, I think. That's a Doomscar. Giving up a heartbreak in mid-December. You got 5-1 with Crispy in that deck? Okay. Hope you get your ballroom floor. The Wanderer.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it.
Okay.
I am almost sad to see you go.
I should actually hold up mana for Blood Chief's Thirst. End the turn. Bam, 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 down, no.
Until
You're minusing, okay.
we must protect people.
What do they have here? How many, who else has played the metagame challenge so far? Make a creature, we're gonna pass turn, hold up the dispute.
I bring my
I feel very positive that's Doomscar up there. Your best has been 4-1. All the announcements. Winner of Crooked PDU is some sort of Jeskai combo. Third of the enchantments, okay. Should have said. I hate how I find that hilarious.
Come closer, little thing, that I may see you better.
You wish to know my secrets?
My power is for annihilation.
Hey chat, if you want that command that Riley keeps bringing up, if you like energy drink stuff, you should definitely check out Rogue Energy. You don't touch MTG in a weak Novation to play without being able to invest in Kami. You really don't want to run with another deck. I get that. Wasteland 3 playthrough, but maybe it'll make some time play metagame challenge. Maybe. Okay, and that was some mono black mid-range in the standard ladder. Hope you enjoyed the deck and the deck list. Feel free to get it from the description below. Like the video, comment below what you liked about the video. Feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel and come follow my Twitch streams. I stream Thursday nights through Monday night, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time.